Welcome guys to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. I know it's been a long while. I've been a bit busy at work, so I haven't been able to make obviously videos for you guys. Like I said, yeah, I'm coming back today just to do a video in regards to United's latest defeat against Sunderland at 2-1. Absolutely terrible performance. Away from home at the Stadium Light. I have sort of four points that I want to talk about, and yeah, so let's get on with it. So the first one was obviously the performance in the second half was absolutely torrid. There was no fight, no control. Was I think the thing that really killed it for us, unfortunately. Carrick and Schneiderlin, I think, got overran, by Catamol and Villa. Just ultimately got outnumbered. Obviously, Sunderland fighting for their lives down in a relegation battle, but yeah, just not acceptable for that standard. Obviously, going away from home from a team who is struggling for confidence themselves, the last thing you want to do is to give them a head start. We did that obviously in the first 4 minutes with that, again, so sloppy or free kick. But the second half performance to me was highlighting all the issues for United this season. I mean, soft up top and just all through the team, we just didn't have anything in that second half. And I think Sunderland deservedly came out with the win. It's hard for me to say. I'm sure it's hard for you guys to accept it as well. As United supporters, we want to support the team, but when they're playing as bad as that, showing no fight, it's hard to justify your support at that point. In the second half, no threat, like I said, but the control was ultimately the killer, because that led to sloppy corner kicks being given away, and that ultimately let Kone scored the goal that ultimately won the game for Sunderland. So that second half performance summed up our perhaps season, or that whole game did, because start decent, but then just absolutely nothing when you come down to the business end of it. So terrible match. And yeah, I'll now go on to talk about my next point. Next one is sort of like on a more positive note, I guess, and the next few one is just sort of like little glimpses and highlights I thought from the game. The first one, I thought the fullbacks did pretty well. Borthwick, Jackson again, very composed. Obviously, he has his shortcomings. He's not the paciest left back in the world, but I thought his in possession and obviously his deliveries very good. So another really good performance from him. Donald Love made his debut, slightly older, 21, coming on for Damian, and surprise, another injury to another fullback. So Donald Love came on, been in pretty good form for the under 21s. Used to be a centre back, sort of like a Paddington McNair sort of model, where he does go on, bomb on a bit, and I thought he had a good debut, but obviously not anything out extraordinary. Obviously Varela probably would have got that nod, but again, another shocker. He's injured for the under 21s in action, I think on Monday it was. So I think that was one positive thing from today's game, the performance from the young fullbacks of the team. Another positive I thought was obviously Martial getting his 10th goal this season. Obviously, not when you look at it on paper, 10 goals for 31 games is not anything to be doing cartwheels over. But for a player who came in with a lot of expectations and been written off by the British press before he even kicked a ball, Martial in the first half especially, probably posed the greatest threat for United again. His goal was really good, cheeky little dink over Manoni. Obviously in the second half, I think he sort of like had a systematic flu like the rest of the team, where nothing was happening, no invention, and again, like I said at the beginning, the loss of control through the midfield just infiltrated through the whole team, and in that second half he was barely non-existent, apart from little one or two flashes here and there. So again, Martial, I think he'll be a big future player for us. But again, In the second half, he was pretty quiet, and like I said, it was the whole team, to be fair. And then the last point I just wanted to talk about, another sort of slightly positive, was De Gea again. Saved us, made some cracking saves. In the first goal, I think I don't think he could be blamed really, because it came through the foe's legs and then went through a few other bodies. So I don't think he could really be blamed for that. But he saved us more than enough time to, be given the benefit of the doubt. So, yeah, pretty disappointing day for everyone connected with United, really. But it's hard to see now how we're going to get into the top four, and obviously the debate rages on whether Van Gaal should be given to the end of the season or not. But I think he will be, because what is a new manager going to be able to do between now and the end of the season, given there's only 10 games left? So yeah, I think we just have to stick it out until the summer and see how it all goes, really. And hopefully, get on a decent run of form somewhere. Hopefully some of the teams above us slip up, and that's how we could, manage to slip into the Champions League next season. Or route B, we could win the Europa League, like Chelsea did a couple of years ago, and sneak through that way as well. So, there is still a bit of, football and a bit of trophy to win. FA Cup, if we get through the next round against Shrewsbury, you never know, we could get another decent draw, and that could keep going. So I'm just taking it game by game. I think you guys should as well, because obviously we're not gonna mount a late title charge given the performance today. And yeah, just going to the summer, I think everyone wants the season to be written off already and focus on next season. Who the new managers, I don't know. Obviously, Mourinho is the only sort of like viable candidate left now. So, interesting time ahead for United. We need to, get on the bandwagon again, because today, that second half was absolutely terrible, absolutely diabolical. And any adjective under the sun, there's a couple of words I have in mind, but I don't really want to use. But yeah, disappointing result, and we just have to move on, I guess. What do you guys think of that? Obviously, that game, obviously very, very disappointing. Should Van Gaal go now, or should he go at the end of the season? Give me your thoughts down below, guys, and we'll try to get some sort of discussion going on. Again, if you want to follow me on a daily basis, then the best place for you to check is Twitter at ManUnitedDaily, and also I have a blog, obviously ManUnitedDaily.com. Visit that. You can get some more daily updates. Like I said, videos been a bit hard to fit everything in, and I'll try to do more videos, but obviously time constraint is a big problem for me at the moment. But yeah, I'll try my best to give you guys a more consistent video content. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.